Hi guys, I'm in the mood for chili today and that's what we're going to do. Hi, I'm Monika Czerveniak here with Fearless Cooking. If you are new to my channel or if you're going to like my video, please don't forget to subscribe and push some buttons. Anyway, let's get going with our chili. We're going to make a vegetarian chili and I have to admit that all these beans are out of a can and we're just going to use them up. They're from different video shoots here and we want to get rid of everything. So we're going to do that. But right now we're going to saute. We're going to saute some onions, some diced onions that I have here, some celery, and of course some carrots, which we call mirepoix in cook language. You stir that up, and as I mentioned, which is going to be a vegetarian dish today. Very, very fast. And you know the chili actually comes from the Spaniards that came to Texas in the 1700s. And they brought the chili, they created the dish. If you have a chili dish in Texas, there are no beans in it, and there's no tomatoes. It's just meat, all real meat. So all these Texas chili cook-offs, there are no beans in it. So somewhere along the line, somebody else bought that, and apparently from the Canary Islands, they started putting in beans, and this is what we ended up with. Anyway, at this point, I'm going to add some garlic. I have a few jalapeno peppers here, not too much because we don't like it too spicy. But this is where if you wanted to have a few more peppers, or take some dried peppers and rehydrate them and puree them up, and they will be also fantastic, depending on what level of spices you actually want. This is just about getting there, and at this point I will throw in a little bit of cumin, couple of spoons. I kind of like cumin in my chili, and I'm going to stir that up. As soon as onions are ready to receive the rest of the vegetables, when they're getting nice and translucent here, at that point, if you wanted to add some meat, some pork or beef, some ground meat or whatever, that's when you would put the meat in the pot. So we're going to add some peppers here now. By the way, some of my viewers had asked me where I get these spice boxes and my little gadget that I have here. You're actually able to buy it now through me if you like. You can purchase it. I'll put the description down below. I have other gadgets there that you might like to buy, and I get a little kickback, and you'll get good service, and you will know what to do with the gadgets. Anyway, we got the peppers in here now. I am going to add paprika a bit, but immediately going to stir it up because we don't really want to cook that up. Once you have paprika, you're cooking in the heat, and it's basically, might get it very bitter, and that's not what we want. And now we're going to put in some tomato paste, couple of spoons. This is really great, these little cubes. A little bit of salt. And at this point, we're going to add our beans. We're starting off with the lentils. Now, the lentils were not in a can. I cooked them up. They only take a few minutes in water. And lentils are actually a whole grain legume, they call it. Very good for you. All beans and lentils and legumes, very high fiber, incredible amount of protein, and good antioxidants. I have here some chickpeas that I'm going to add. I have here some white beans and some brown beans here. And we're going to mix this all and heat it right through, and then we're going to add. And I have some tomatoes that I put in now. Don't worry about it, they will start to fall apart and really give this whole stew a lovely, lovely color and taste. I'm also going to add some nutritional yeast. It's really good for vegans and vegetarians. It's good for anybody. It's a high B12. Put it into anything. It tastes like a little bit of cheese, but that's about it. So we're going to cook this up a little bit, and I'm going to add some liquid. So I'm going to add a little dash of apple cider vinegar. Now, if you were to cook the beans from a raw state, put in a little bit of vinegar, and do not put any salt in when you cook your beans. The beans will not get soft. So once you put salt in, you can cook your beans forever. They will never get soft. Anyway, I put a little bit of vinegar in there. Mainly vinegar really helps to offset the sugar that's in there. Not that there is a lot of sugar in there, but it will help offset the whole digestion problem, if you have any. Anyway, a little bit of pepper. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of tamari sauce, just a touch of umami here. Now, I have these rinds. This is a Parmigiano Reggiano rind, and I can't get much more out of it. I usually put it in stews like this before getting rid of it, and just putting it in there will give it a lovely flavor and it'll soften enough. Now, I'm also going to put a little bit of miso in because this is a vegetarian dish, and you don't have to do this, but if you put a blob of miso in and then put some water on top, or if you have some vegetarian stock, fantastic. That's all you would need. So I'm going to add just a little bit of water in here, or as I mentioned, you can use any kind of stock that you like. I'll give it a little stir. I'm going to put the lid on it. I'm going to leave it about on high, and then for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to turn it down about 15-20 minutes. We're ready. There we are. We have a beautiful vegetarian chili. We got garbanzo beans, lentil beans, brown beans, and cannelloni beans. Just beautiful. Just like you.